Hey guys, John Connor here, and I'm bringing you another Spanishiwa replay. Fun times, eh? And I just like to talk for a bit. So it's been a long time since like my other castings bridge in October, but I'm actually gonna try and maybe keep it up, maybe build it up for you guys, and see what happens. If you like the videos or like want to see more, just like and comment. That actually helps a lot. And I'm just still trying to figure out stuff. So like Control N, trying to remember that stuff. Gotta love that, eh? Makes it look all fancy. And let's see the production tab so I don't mix anything. And recently I just found out from YouTube that my account is now eligible to upload videos longer than 15 minutes. So no more annoying part 1 and 2. One part for you guys. Fun times, eh? And I actually like this map a lot. It's really, I like it because there's a bunch of options. There's so many bases, so it can be a really big macro map, but it's actually got such a small rush distance, so you can see lots of small micro play also. And you see pretty standard stuff for these two Zergs, and we've got Destiny over here and Spanishiwa as the red in the other corner. And we're not seeing, we might be seeing fast expansions, or we could be seeing pools and some pressure. And we can see a gas right here from Spanishiwa before pool and before hatchery, so I will be expecting a pool, yep. And same build here from Destiny, so very like copycat build going on right now. And you can even see the overlords doing the same thing. Spanishiwa is a little bit further than Destiny's, but that's not really anything big. And so yeah, we can see this. I may be expecting some roach play, maybe some fast tech. Oh, you can see StarCraft 3 replays. Yeah, that's where I got mine. It's funny, eh? Advertising for himself. And I'm not sure if this was a ladder game. I think it was. I don't think it was MLG. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. And depending on what they do next, we could be seeing some Hydra Muta Infestor maybe, or Roach Zergling. Not quite sure yet. So we're seeing some Zerglings come out from Spanishiwa, but we're not seeing much come out from Root Destiny, so I'm not sure what's going on. Zergling speed for both, so we'll be seeing Zerglings from both. What I like here about Root Destiny's build is he's actually, all he needs to do is take a couple units right here, and he's actually blocked off so they can't do a Zergling run by. They'll actually end up trapped here, and they can get picked off by roaches and like other workers and stuff. And Destiny will have some troops of his own by the time Spanishiwa gets there, so this little small early pressure isn't going to do much, I don't think. And we can actually see a Baneling nest for oh, classic lag, eh? Yeah, I love that. Is it my frame rate? Let's hope not. Yeah, it might be. Oh, 33 now. Anyways, I'm sorry about that, guys. And we were seeing an expansion, and Root Destiny has scouted that expansion, and we're seeing these Zerglings everywhere on the map. And he sees that there's no expansion, and he might see the Baneling nest. I'm not sure if he will. No. Oh, he's gonna go pick off that queen. No. He's wisely pulling off a few workers to reinforce his queen, or else he would have died. And right now, not really quite sure what to say, who's gonna lead or whatnot. But once these Banelings finish, Destiny's gonna need to do some damage, or he's gonna fall behind. He just needs to get 1 or 2 good hits on the workers or the Zerglings, and they can run in and kind of take this game. Because you see over here, Spanishiwa really doesn't have much of an army. Just that's 16 Zerglings, I'm pretty sure, and I can just go units actually. My bad. And that was not 16 Zerglings. There's a queen in there. That's what's going on. Anyways, my bad. Oh no, there's 8 Zerglings. Wow, my math is really off, guys. My bad. But yeah, you can see more Zerglings coming out, and we're not sure how this is gonna go. And Root Destiny winning the small battle. And I like what he's done here. He's wisely kept one as ram for the run-bys, which is pretty good. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to apologize for my last cast. I know it was pretty bad, and this one I don't feel is gonna be the top-notch stuff. But I'm slowly like getting better, so that's what matters, right, guys? And you can see the queen coming over here to I'm not sure what the queen's doing. Maybe just, yeah, I think it's here to defend, and they've got a creep highway, so he can just run back anytime he wants to do stuff. And he was using his energy, I think, to spawn the larvae. No, it wasn't. I'm not even sure. I think that could have been a misclick. I'm paying too much attention to that queen. And we can see here the Zerglings running up, and that one Baneling standing guard, so nothing. So Spanishiwa really can't attack, but now he's got roaches, and Banelings only do 20 damage to roaches, who have 145 health, so they're really not that good. And trying to do some kind of run by, not gonna happen. Maybe he's gonna get chopped. Oh, this is not looking good. Loses a couple of Zerglings, not that far of a setback, but let's check the income tab. We can actually see Root Destiny way above 13. I think I missed something. Or Spanishiwa is going for some crazy all-in attack and he's going to do some damage soon. Bringing up these Zerglings and these roaches, I don't think. Oh, by the time he gets there, Root Destiny has forces to stop him. Let's see the army tab. Actually, doubling his army almost. Tons of Zerglings. We can't see these getting picked off by the Banelings. That is not going to be good. Oh, saves the bulk of them. Let's see the income tab. Losing, no, hasn't lost any workers surprisingly. And he lost his roaches, which is just not looking good. Spanishiwa is actually going for a really mineral intensive kind of play, and he's actually well known for that, so it's not that much of a surprise. But I'm not really sure what kind of position he's in right now. He's really not looking that strong. He's picked off a couple workers, so the differential's not as big anymore, but man, when you've got a 9 worker lead, you're not going to be like that in danger. You can see all these roaches and Banelings. He's really not got much to like offer. The income was actually down for a bit, and Spanishiwa was able to catch up because he distracted and pulled off the working line in both bases. They gave him a bit of an economic advantage, but I'm not really sure where he's going to be able to go from here. He's got lots of pressure right now, which is really good, and he's going to need to keep up that pressure. And we can see he's droning up hard. So he will be caught back up, but hopefully he can do enough damage to pull himself back into the game, since he still has existing. Oh, Root Destiny just being so cost effective with these Banelings, eh? Let's see units lost. If you see the units lost tab, Spanishiwa is way ahead, and he's also behind in income. And there are no layers up to date, and this is just Destiny responding to Spanishiwa's crazy Zergling play, but I feel like it's kind of getting whittled down. You can see the supply differential is nearly 9 also, or wow, it's like 20 now, and this is really not looking good for Spanishiwa. I like to root for Spanishiwa usually, but it's not looking good. And he's got the income coming back up, but let's see if he can catch up. Spanishiwa is a rather skilled player, so I wouldn't put it past him. And keeping the roaches in the middle line, always a smart move if you're not doing anything with them. And then keep a few guys there, since you can pull them off whenever you want. And then he's got the Banelings there, so nothing can really run by. And let's do the army tab. Units. And Spanishiwa, the reason why I say he wasn't in a good spot is because Root Destiny has 4 Banelings, so there goes all the Zerglings. And then he's got 15 roaches versus 7 roaches, so unless he's got some good transfusions, he's not looking like he's in a strong position. Putting up some spine crawlers wisely. Stop that attack. Sacrificing his Zerglings. Forcing a cancel. Actually, I think he killed that. That was impressive. And these queens can be easily able to deal with that. And now we see some more roaches coming up. And I'm not sure. Root Destiny's really just got vision of the map, but so does Spanishiwa, eh? Sorry for saying it, guys. Canadian, you know. And catching up, kind of. Still got that 10 point differential. Not really sure what's going on right now for Spanishiwa. Just popping in, checking out. Always worth the Zergling to scout. It's kind of like in duel, not really actually. Skip. Never mind what I just said there. And we should be seeing an expansion by either one of the Zerg players in the next couple minutes. Maybe a gold. I doubt it's gonna be a gold. I'd highly expect one of the players to take one of these side expansions. Because the gold is just so more up front and they're so close together, so with Zerglings running around and such, it'd be hard to move out without having your base destroyed. And we can actually see the rock being destroyed right here. And we should be seeing some creep spread by Root Destiny to this base. And Vile Spanishiwa will see that. And Root Destiny wisely putting an overload right here to see if Spanishiwa is expanding, because this is a standard time for Zerg to expand, but We actually see him going for a layer to expansion, and let's see, production. Anyway, let's go for a layer. Destiny already has a layer. I'm sorry guys, I kind of fell behind there. He's actually on infestation pit, and he's researching pathogen glands, so that means as soon as those infestors pop out, they'll open up for a fungal growth. And in this game, time is money, so you want to save all the time you can, and 25 extra energy right off the bat is actually really helpful. I've actually just held on in games because it'll pop out an infestor and fungal growth some banelings. It's not something to be laughed at. And we see these rocks broken down, but no expansion yet, surprisingly. Dropping some creep. I'm not sure what that's for. Yeah, I really can't tell you guys there. But let's see. And we can see the infestors coming up. The Zerg missile attacks 1 for both of them. So it's not going to be like a game that's skewed by upgrades, we'll see. And let's see what kind of tech Spanishiwa goes for. I'm interested to see what he's doing. And we can actually see a huge line of spine crawlers. So he really wants to thwart any ground attack. We might be seeing some air or some hydras. I really can't tell you right now. And we'll go for the essential burrow upgrade. I'm not sure if any of these are spore crawlers. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're all spine crawlers. You can see right here. And getting some overseers wisely because I think he knows there's gonna be some infections on the field. Oh, putting spine crawlers here. That's what he was up to. And wisely going and trying to knock them off, pick them off. But then after, these roaches are just way too much for him to handle. He's not gonna be able to do much. And Spanishiwa going for Root Destiny going for the expand. Whoa. Destination pit also on the way for Spanishiwa, but he's a bit behind. But you can now see his supplies actually caught up, and he's ahead in harvesters by about 10. So, but his income isn't much because he's oversaturated in his bases, which is not the best place to be. He should be expanding sometime soon, but I'm not sure what he's going to do. And Overlord of Speed just coming by to scout. He doesn't really have anything to deal with there at this moment, so I'm not really quite sure. But Zerg Air isn't the strongest, so usually we'll see a ground army composition. Let's see. So Root Destiny with these 3 spine crawlers right here just guarding his base. Well played, I actually like that a lot. He didn't have to wait for it to spread his creep because he probably would have lost that hatchery had he not. And this way he can like have some response time and like wait, like the army has time to get there before it needs to worry about losing its entire base. And roaches will just destroy these rocks in a couple of seconds. And then we'll see some issue expanding a little later. And actually, Destiny has actually caught up in Wizards. So that he's actually 10 ahead, so you can see his army is slightly bigger. And, oh! Sorry guys, a little tired, just woke up. And we can actually see Spanishiwa's got more roaches, but with 9 infestors on the field, he's not going to be laughed at. And we're not seeing any overseers nearby. I'm not sure what he's doing right here. I think he's just checking it out. Yeah, I think he just like sent them over there now while he's doing something else. And we're seeing some spore crawlers to stop the infestors from running in burrow. You can see his infestors himself, and I'm pretty sure he's helping with the station pit. Or not. Let's just see. Oh, 2. Yes, he did see the infestation pit. And he saw his. So they're both gonna have detection. And let's go. Ooh. He's under attack right here by these spore crawlers and spine crawlers. Wisely placed to stop any high ground infestor play. Because if the infestor drops a bunch of Terrans or following ropes a bunch of those ropers, that can be like a really heavy hitting game determining setup. And then also some Hydra from the high ground if you ever decide to tech switch. And it's pretty easy as a Terran to tech switch. Oh, this is not looking good for Spanishiwa. He's probably going to lose his base. And yeah, losing workers left and center. This is not looking good. That's the danger of infestors. Just 3 infestors can spawn. How many of these infestors spawn? That's a lot. They can actually spawn 80, such 24. Just 3 guys. That'll take out a base in no time at all. So the thing is you don't want to really sack your Zerg when you're too good, because they'll just die in a couple moments anyways. And you probably will not end up saving much, and you'll just end up losing more than you originally had. And to be honest, it's not looking good, because, the infestation pit, I think, was for tech up. I was wrong, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let's see what's going on. I think he's going for a Greater Spire, maybe against Brooders. Oh, let's see, Ultralisk. And let's see production. 7 Ultralisk and the armor and 2 2-ups. I'm actually surprised. I don't see many Ultralisks, but I do know. But whenever I do get Ultralisks in my games, I usually win. Because I usually am too panicked during the actual game to get them, so at the end I just, you know. And we're seeing some corrupted plays, so Broodlords, Broodlords coming from Root Destiny. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little slow at this so far. And this is actually quite surprising. Ultralisk will not be the best actually. There's a lot of queens on this, so that could actually probably help it out a bit. A lot, because it can heal the Ultralisk and heal themselves in target air. And actually watching these infestors come back again, they're just getting greedy now, knocking out that base for a second time, I'm assuming. But he would probably just cancel, so I'm not sure if he's going to try and force to cancel or what he's going to do. Maybe try and come in the side. But this Overseer should see him, and they should get hit. Let's see. Yep, they do. Wisely pulling back. I'm not sure if he's going to send some Infestitarians. Not looking like that's the plan. Mass creep tubering across the map so you can easily run back and forth. High mobility. Well played here. He's actually just waiting it out for the base to finish so he can knock it off again. If you look in the income tab, he's actually fallen way behind because he cannot destroy it. And that was a pretty weird little devil play by that with the loud points. And perfectly set up to fight it off. Gonna be killing that base again. Gonna be using the base, doesn't have to stack any of his troops. And now he's getting really far behind. He's going to need to double expand or something like that. I'm not quite sure. We're seeing Broodlords, lots of Broodlords here. Harvester count is actually half for Spanishiwa. But we could always see some crazy play. But there's just too many Spine Crawlers. And Spine Crawlers actually do extra damage with his armor. Even though it's 5 damage, it's still 5 damage. And Spine Crawlers are actually going to be pretty strong against Ultralisks. But Ultralisks themselves are rather strong as it is. And we should be seeing this go down, but no, these queens are just trapped with the overlords. Are we going to see this overlord go down? No. Saves it in the nick of time. And we're seeing a double expansion by Spanishiwa because he knows he needs to do something fast. These roaches will be picking off these queens. Not a good idea for Spanishiwa leaving stuff. Forcing the cancel or just killing it outright. Not quite sure. And here we see for the big conflict, pulling back, doing some micros, some other stuff. Fungal growth on the Corruptors. The Corruptors actually have a 200 health, so they will not be dying anytime soon. And this is not looking good for Root Destiny's air army. However, the ground army for Spanishiwa is also not looking the best. Healing the troops wisely. Oh, actually, he's going to be losing some of his Corruptors, surprisingly. Going for that overload kill, kill anything you can, I'm pretty sure. And let's just see, we can really transfer these infested terrors to protect the air. Actually, a smart move there. These broodlings just wrecking havoc on everything. And we will see some infestors going down. Crazy battle. I'm not sure who's winning. I think Root Destiny's actually losing because he's lost all of air. And that ground army is just getting decimated. Sending in some infestors for a last minute just eco kill. If he can get this, I'm not really sure Spanishiwa can recover. He's gonna need to react fast. Sees that, doesn't send his workers in again. Root Destiny sees that there's nothing gonna be stopping it, so he drops a few more, just as a precaution. Spanishiwa really needs to move out now, or else he's gonna be in deep trouble. Let's see the units tab. We actually see some Broodlords for Spanishiwa. This is a rather high-tech game if you ask me, and as always those banelings just sitting there doing their job, you gotta love them. And sending some roaches just to probe the water, sees that it's insane. I'm pretty sure this is what pushed Spanishiwa to get Broodlords, and there's not that many Spine Crawlers anymore. They've actually relocated around the base to protect from those infestors, and this base is just looking kind of hopeless now. Spanishiwa trying to survive with that. On the high ground, actually probably gonna be picking off some of those Spine Crawlers, but these Hydra birds are just gonna be rocking those Broodlords. Corruptors going in, but that's not gonna be looking like a good idea for Spanishiwa. Spanishiwa really not in a comfortable position right here. turtling the opponent with 3 bases, and him being a base behind, going for a double expand again. Hopefully we don't see, well, I'm a little biased, I have to admit, but I just feel bad for Spanishiwa at this point. I don't really see what he can do right now. If this push succeeds and he's able to break down the base and maybe kill the overload stack right here, or maybe just kill this last mining base, he could survive. Actually force some long distance mine here. This is when you know you're a little desperate. And you can see right here the differential is about 30 and a bit, but you can see the differential in workers about 30. So they've got roughly equal army sizes, but Destiny's actually focused a lot on those casters. If we look at units, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, 17 infestors. So that is 30, that's a lot of population just for infestors. And he's got 17 hydros. But if you look at for sheer army strength, I'm pretty sure Spanishiwa has the lead. Oh, not again. This is just scary getting sad. And defending this base, like, because if he loses this, he's kind of screwed. He's going to be setting up some stacked defense here, I'm pretty sure. He might be losing this base. Actually running in for the clutch save. Will he be able to make it? And he is not able to save it. That's a bummer. And we can actually see the expansion right here. That one roach was taken care of or ran away, I can see. So he will be probably going for this base since it is less fortified than that. And this one, with his entire army is just sitting there, it's a really tough grab. And army against army now. Actually, he ran his roaches in alone. This is not good. Fungal growth everywhere. This army is not. Actually, Fungal growth does more of a damage, if I'm not mistaken. 30% more damage this damage, so it's 48 damage. And there go almost all of the roaches for Spanishiwa. That was not a good move. He should have kept his roaches with his army. But you can see heavy broodlord concentration for Spanishiwa. 5 broodlords, and they're pretty expensive, these guys. If I'm not mistaken, they're about 5 supply. And there go those infestors. That one infestor is going to be making it down here. Probably you could check again for another base. But I'm not sure how he's going to survive. Wise choice of keeping his army here. 200 or 198, 200 army. He's actually stacking some troops or something. I'm not sure where he just lost those troops. But he's got maxed out probably counting. He's only got 120, so it was just not looking good. With 4,000 units stacked up in front of the gas, he can spawn an army right away as soon as he wants to. And this base is just 4 spine colored up. That's how he lost the supply. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to sound stupid. Infestors going in. Not sure if Spanishiwa can pull this off, but it's Spanishiwa, so you could always see some upsets, but I just don't see anything working for him at this point in time. We should maybe see, if we saw a double expand, I could maybe see something working, but and he's gonna be losing the lair, or the hive, I mean, and then the greater fire. I think he's gonna be targeting the lair, the hive, just not looking good, and the greater fire. That's gonna be a long time before he can get attack up. I think Spanishiwa is going to have to go all in here if he wants to have a sliver of a hope of winning. There goes his entire wide side main base since it's just as a hatchery. And he's going to need to go Ultralisk now. Can't even get a Spire for Mutalisk or anything, not even Hydras. This is just not looking good for Spanishiwa because he cannot do much. And his ball right here, unless he can get some good fungal growths, and maybe some good ultra splash damage and some great heals, I really don't see much working for Spanishiwa here. Oof. And surprisingly in the game it's a 33-minute mark, and at the 33-minute mark you know anything can happen. And I think we've got 2 ups for Spanishiwa and just 2 ups for Destiny, but we see 1 air attack and 0 air attack. But the air attack is actually not the biggest thing. The biggest deal, because the Broodlings, if I'm not mistaken, they use the ground attack, and then just their impact does damage also. And just scouting out the army, not much anti-air here, so not looking that good. And we can see here some infestors going. I'm not sure if these guys can get picked off. What's going on here? What are they doing? Gonna need to burrow these guys ASAP. Just I think that was a terrible misclick, and gets it picked off before he can do anything. Fungal roasts these guys wisely and runs away. I'm not quite sure what was up with that. Just sacking some of his army, it looks like. Give him a nice fungal growth here, but if he doesn't actually do much, these Zerg units will just heal, so I don't see the point of just doing one fungal growth. Unless he plans on attacking. Now, I think he's just kind of doing a desperation play at this point. He's softening up the army, but I think he knows that he doesn't have much of a chance, because it's 10 brood lords, it's 6 brood lords. He's outmatched in almost every category. Losing to those 2 corruptors too, I don't think it's a wise move for Spanishiwa to be sending off 1 or 2 guys at a time. I really don't see. I think he might just be delaying, but it is not looking good for him. And he's sending those guys right past, and those queens are actually getting decimated. Grouping versus brooding, surprisingly enough. I think that's what he's trying to be using them for. He's gonna be actually knocking a bit of them off because surprisingly Destiny has split up his army. But it's Ultras versus Broodlord, and Broodlord actually don't get attacked by Ultras. I think it'd be really cool if in the 3rd campaign you can get enough to attack Ultras with little cannons on the back shooting Broodmen at air. And then landing and hitting the ground stuff. But that's just me. And mass healing was one last Ultras for dear life, trying to survive. Using him as a meat shield for all the other groupings. These roaches actually not being too effective because all they're doing is killing Broodlings right now. And gonna be seeing some good fungal growth hopefully. Oh no, getting picked off. Just trying to put some infested tanks to kill the air. It is not looking good for Spanishiwa. I think we should do a GG about now. Just look at these groupings. And if you look at the income tab, it's 800 to 1000. And we see the GG. That was a pretty good game, but I think what really won the game for Destiny was that crazy infestor play over and over again. Just it really shows you that infestors are not just for fungal growth, even though that's one of their crucial abilities. If your opponent has an expansion and you can keep picking it off, you will actually eventually starve them, as we've seen in this game against Spanishiwa. And let's just look at the APM tabs, and you can see they're roughly equal actually, just by 1. And I'm impressed actually. Maybe that 1 was at the end. Usually once I've won or lost, I kind of just type, or I just kind of watch a battle and then I quit, so I usually drop by 1 or 2. That could have been it, not sure. So these are pretty equal players, but you can really see the difference was these expansions, and once he starved them out like a couple times, and even once the gold expansion went up the first time, he knocked that off. So he essentially forced Spanishiwa to be super frugal, but I don't think he was the most frugal, which is the problem. He lost more units than Root Destiny, so I'm not sure what's up with what was going on there. I think he just really got screwed over by that, and then he lost his hive, and at that point it was just GG. But he kind of held on for a bit more because I'm not sure he knew how much of an army Root Destiny had. But yeah, that was a good game, and I'll see you guys next time. I actually need to find a new slogan. Anyways, if you liked it and you've watched it all the way to the end, subscribe, please. Like it, comment at least. That really helps me. And maybe watch my other videos, I don't know. Comment on my channel. Yeah, hopefully you like this one a lot more. Let me know what to improve and what to change, cause I'm always open for suggestions. And you didn't even see a little last desperation attack, but there was just too many spine crawlers. Anyways, I'll be off. See you guys next time. I really need to find something else. Anyways, so peace guys. See you later.